Oh, after a cold night in the mountains, guys, this is a perfect way to start your day.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, I'm Nick, this is Sarah, and our two little dogs are in our van parked just outside.
So, we were travelling the world by van. Now, we've bought an abandoned village in Portugal. No, we haven't really.
We're just exploring this really spooky, well it's not as spooky now. Last night when we arrived, it was getting dark and it was quite freaky. We weren't sure whether we were going to stay
We almost moved on, we were like, this is far too spooky. Basically, it's a little area with loads of abandoned buildings, and in the dark it is like proper kind of freaky.
It's quite a crazy area. There's all these houses, like there's two proper haunted house looking buildings over there, which I've had a little look round. There's two here. There's like a kind of a hotel like bar area. There's, I don't know what it was, some sort of camp.
I mean, you feel like it's such a waste as well, because they're really cool buildings. I mean, there's even furniture still in here, but they've obviously been empty for quite some time. This one's like a proper little witch's house, isn't it? Like small and quite cute. But so quite interesting. Probably one of the most weirdest places we've ever stayed. It's just so spooky, isn't it? I don't know why. Why is it so spooky?
When you've watched lots of movies and you like watching films and you've seen loads of like horror films, like Psycho and various things, you just imagine someone rushing past or seeing a flash or something, or a body. Anyway, look at that view, lovely view. Where are we? Well, basically, we're heading towards the Peneda Geres.
The big national park in the very north of Portugal.
Sort of west corner. And then we're just south of a town called Montalegre.
There's a big lake just here. And yeah, we're in this little abandoned village. So guys, the power cable is down here.
Don't touch it!
Maybe if we follow the power cable.
Probably shouldn't touch it though, should you,
Probably
darling?
shouldn't touch it, no.
You meant to just grab it.
I know, but that's the plastic bit. Anyway, maybe if we follow the power cable to the end, we can hook the van up. Let's not try that.
Go, Charlie. Jump.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Quite glad we stopped here. We didn't chicken out though, because at night, as we said, it was a little bit freaky, a little bit spooky. And the sun comes out and birds singing and it's lovely.
Yeah.
So
Good little stop off.
now onwards to the national park.
So this is the lake that we stayed by last night, and we've just pulled over, and it's actually a reservoir because we're on the dam. But isn't that really random? We've never seen that before. Floating solar panels. Maybe that's weird. Windy, windy!
Really incredible drive again. We just pulled over to have a quick cup of coffee and a little bit of Sarah's lovely cake. We've just come down a massive steep hill.
Yeah, winding, zigzagging all the way down. And we're at the top going, we're not going all the way down to the bottom. And here we are. So now we've got to go all the way back at the other side. But amazing views, hey?
Yeah,
amazing drive.
scenery. And we saw the Parque de Estrella, which was absolutely stunning, which is one of the top 10 highlights of Portugal. And we're about to go into this Peneda Geres National Park, which is another. But between those, we had a bit of bad weather last week, didn't we?
Since our last stop in the Strangest National Park in the mountains, we had a few days of rain. So sort of for the last 3 or 4 days, we've just been hunkered down, haven't we?
Yeah. Yeah, when it's raining, it's important, I think, to get like solid ground rather than be in the middle of nature and it gets flooded and the van could get stuck and the little doggies get really mucky.
Yeah, so we were really lucky because after leaving the national park, we just sort of Googled, well, we just jumped on Park for night, and then we found a stop which had toilets, electricity,
water. Basically everything you could possibly want, and it was in a beautiful old town with a stunning little castle on the hill. Not that much to the castle, but it gave you beautiful views of the surrounding countryside. A really nice place to chill out and get on with some work.
Yeah, because it basically rained for 2 or 3 days solidly, so we were really chuffed that we found that place. And the great thing is, I mean, there's so many places like this in Portugal which actually have free services, like we're talking free electricity as well, which is obviously fantastic because when there's absolutely zero sunshine, it's always nice to top up your batteries, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we just stayed there for a couple of days. And we even had a shower. It was cold showers, but it was good enough. So we could have a shower.
Once you're in it, it's all right, isn't it?
And even though it did rain, we did manage to have a good look around the little old town. Yeah, so we're now very fresh and ready for action after our couple of days rest.
Yeah, because we also got on with a few chores. So we did. We cleaned Vinny on the inside, hoovered him. We cleaned him on the outside. We
in the rain.
In the rain.
We did all of our vacuuming again, and we got all of our laundry done. That's every single item in this van has been washed and cleaned, and we're all completely fresh again, and it's so nice. Just got to sort it all out now.
She's scoffing her cake. I don't know who she makes it for, whether she just makes it for me or just herself. Because I'm sure it goes down. She made this in the Omni oven, like half carrot, half lemon.
The Omnium is great because it's so big, you can do half, and Nick's favourite cake is this one, which is carrot and walnut, and it's got cinnamony in, really nice. And then mine is the lemon cake, and I usually do like lemon and coconut, or this one's lemon and cranberries, so doing half is perfect, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just eating some while she's talking, otherwise I won't get a look in. Yeah, really, really nice.
And it's the first cake we've done since ages, actually, isn't it? Because we've just been busy and it takes a bit of time. So, yes, really nice.
Lovely, have a nice bit of cake with a lovely view. But, excuse me, we can't just stand around eating cake all day. The weather's completely changed. It's gone quite grey, so we need to get on the road and get somewhere good.
One of these for the journey, love?
Nice one. Let's go. I nearly tripped into the van then.
It didn't take long. We've pulled off the road already because it's just fabulous views. You've got this river that's just kind of snaking through. It's just pretty awesome, really. What's going on, love? How are we doing?
We're in second. I don't know whether we're going to be able to change up at all. Quite steep quite quickly.
Sounds like we might have to change down.
Down into first. I think we might have to pull over real soon. We're just going to give Vinny a little break because that was a bit of a crazy hill. That was steeper than Peneda Geres, I think, because we went down to first for, I don't know, 400 or 500 meters or something. So there's a problem with maps, Google Maps. You don't know the elevation. Maybe there's a different app. Do you guys use a different app that shows the elevation gain? That would be useful. But
that was like that.
He gets us there.
He gets us there. He gets us there. So we're having a break before we continue, hopefully on a flatter road.
What the hell are they? That's crazy.
Massive. So Google Maps has taken us through this little tiny village, cobbled street village, getting narrower and narrower, which is a bit worrying, but we do have a small van.
Don't you love Vinny? Sometimes wish you had a bigger van, but not this time.
It's like we're in the middle of nowhere and there's a sign for a bar. Like, this place is just absolutely amazing. It's kind of like prehistoric looking again. It's just, look at that, at this view.
Oh, I've got to pull over it.
We're gonna have to pull over.
This is another wow. We've just pulled off the road. You've got to choose your places carefully here. There's so many waterfalls, so many viewpoints.
And we feel like we're running out of time. We should have come here earlier. And we don't think that you can stay in the national park. We've read that you get moved on by the rangers, so we're kind of rushing a bit through. But anyway,
we've come to Tahiti Cascada, Tahiti Waterfall. Has got other names, but yeah, it's pretty special. It's pretty amazing. You can do a longer walk from the village, which I don't know how long that's going to take, an hour or...
Yeah, and I think then you can get right down to the pools, but we've just kind of come off the road and walked for 5 minutes to take a look from here.
So yeah, it's pretty incredible. There's so many tiers going down to the river at the bottom, set in this beautiful valley, but we really need to get on. We've got like less than 2 hours before darkness, and so much more to see.
I would so jump in there if we had more time.
Not from here, you wouldn't.
Crazy little road. How many little Uis in one day?
Ooh, quite a few. Vinny's done so well.
Pretty cool. And the road's just gone doosh, 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 zigzag, zigzag. Crazy road. We're almost into Spain now. I'm unfit. This has just been an absolutely amazing day, amazing drive, hasn't it?
Certainly incredible. The whole journey has just been, yeah, awesome. Absolutely awesome.
We probably haven't
done it justice whatsoever, because we've only been to one waterfall and not even a hike, but you can literally drive through it and see the best of it.
Yeah, and there's just so much to see, and if you had longer you could just explore this whole national park and spend days, couldn't you? Because I think there's loads of really cool hikes as well.
Yeah, and there's so many different roads to take and loads of viewpoints, loads of hikes, loads of waterfalls.
Yeah, and narrow, windy roads, so don't come here in your big motorhome. Maybe just hire a car instead.
But look at this behind us, look at that view. Good morning guys, good morning. Yes, we made it to Spain. Vinny made it through the national park. It's touch and go for a while, but we did it. Yeah, and we arrived here quite late. So we arrived at this place in the dark, which is like a recreational area. You could hear frogs everywhere. We just parked in this little rough car park, but this morning went down there and found out there was a whole recreational area with loads of exercise machines, picnic benches, children's play area set in this beautiful woodland, which we didn't even see or know about because we arrived in the dark.
Yeah, it's really misty this morning and quite cold, but we don't mind. It got too dark to finish the vlog last night, so here we are. Now, what is the best thing to do when it's a cold, misty morning?
After eating cake and coffee.
Yeah, after eating loads of cake and coffee for your breakfast. And then what are you going to do? Have a nice, hot, steamy bath.
This is so good.
Woo! So this is the thermal baths. We'll just put the name of the thermal baths down here, which is basically, literally, when you come across the border after the national park, it's just here. We didn't know it was just here. We didn't know it was here at all, did we?
No. And then you see the steam from like quite a distance away, especially when it's cold.
So we spotted it last night on the way through, but obviously it was getting really late and there was a couple of people down here, so we continued and parked up for the night. So this is where we've decided to come and enjoy this morning, and there's nobody here, which is fabulous. Obviously because of COVID, there's certain areas I think where it's closed, and they are doing some work further down. Like there's a big pool that I think is closed,
yeah,
probably because of COVID. But yeah, they come and clean it every morning. The guy was just here before we arrived, cleaning it or whatnot. So so here we are. It's pretty nice.
So nice. It's the first hot bath. I haven't had a hot shower for ages because it's been hot in Spain. It's just so nice. I haven't got a bath at home, so
I think we're going to stay in here a little while. The van is literally just parked on the other side of the road. Obviously we've left the doggies in the van. And yeah, and as you can, well, I don't know if you can tell, but it looks like it's going to be a really nice day. The sky at the moment is looking blue once the mist clears. So we're going to, I was going to say cool off, heat up.
I'm staying in here for ages. I'm not getting out.
And then see how the rest of the day goes. That bit there is absolutely boiling.
Where the hot water is being funneled to. So we're just sort of huddled around this area, and the hot water sort of sits on the top. So you just lie back and float.
I don't know how we're going to get out of here.
But the funny thing is, they've sort of sectioned it off with this stone wall to keep the hot water in and the cold water out. But this river, just the other side of there, it's kind of lukewarm. But there's loads of fish. There's huge schools of fish.
Yeah, how big are they? Just little
Only
ones?
like this big, yeah.
But they're obviously enjoying the warmer temperatures too. They must just live here and eat dead bits of skin.
Oh, I'm getting out. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video, and take care guys, and we'll see you really soon.
See you soon, guys.
But this morning went down there and found out there was a whole sort of recreational area. Hogging the camera again.
Oh, this is just what you need after weeks on the road and indulging yourself in the cold, hot, steamy pools.
Indulging yourself in the cold, hot, steamy pools? How can you have cold, hot, steamy pools?
No, sorry.
Try again, take two.
Take two.